Well, I referred to myself.
Oh, bing bong! How dare you? How dare you? Did you not see the countdown?
No, I
Actually,
didn't.
I
No.
didn't see the countdown.
I didn't see it either.
Okay,
Nope.
sorry guys. Well, hey, bing bong! Welcome to CineBoiz Podcast, part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network. If you don't know what Cork Bats is, be sure to follow them on social media at Cork Bats on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can also follow Cork Bats on YouTube, which is youtube.com/CorkBats. And then Threads. I forgot this repeats. We're done. I wish there was a way I could stop that. Okay, so I'll just give you a heads up. Bear with us today. We are trying some new software out. We just went through a 3-week period where we tried another new software out, and it sucked. Let's be real honest. It was terrible. So
I think it was a little too professional for our grade.
No, I think it just didn't give me the flexibility, the exact flexibility.
Yeah, it was too professional for our grade, is what I'll say again.
Okay, well,
we don't know what we're
sucked.
doing that well.
And the video froze, so I don't know if that's professional, but anyways.
I think it was probably user error on our end, and we are just idiots. I looked at it
I think we probably should have given it a better test run before we just recorded an episode, kind of like we're doing now, where we're just recording an episode and hoping that everything works out.
This is for idiots. Just the buttons are really big.
It's very true. I do have a better, firmer understanding of what I'm doing with this one. But yes, we are the CineBoiz, the movie, TV, gaming branch of Cork Bats. You can keep up with us on social. Yeah, there we go. You can keep up with us on social media at CineBoiz on Twitter and Instagram, and of course, be sure to rate, review, subscribe, all that good stuff anywhere you get your podcasts. Guys, happy Saturday! Good to see you. It's a beautiful day out in early July.
It's actually really gross outside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful here. It's like cold.
What?
Yeah, man.
In July?
How
Where do you
cold
live?
is cold?
Like 69.
No.
Nice,
dude.
Nice.
Kansas City is much chillier than Columbia.
High's like
north,
80.
I think.
High is like 80 today.
Oof.
Okay.
The hell?
Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Well, hey guys, we're finally back. And again, I'll just give you a heads up. We're trying new software today. So if there's any issues, be sure to let us know in the comments if there are any. But guys, let's get to it. I'm Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the CineBoiz podcast, and I am joined by all 3 of the other CineBoiz today. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves by saying what we're big on. And let's start with my good friend, Mr. Kansas City Mob. Mob, how are you?
Howdy.
Let me ask you this. Oh, you're good. You're good. Let me ask you this. What are you big on?
Oh man, there's so many things I could go with, but I'm gonna go with this little ditty called "Vampire" by Olivia Rodrigo.
Damn it!
Mainly because I know I was stealing it from
It's a good
Kenny,
song.
but like
That was my backup if someone for some reason.
she just keeps doing the exact same thing she did on the first album, and it's all I ever wanted. She understands the high school emotion probably better than anyone I've ever heard sing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it still about one boy, or is each song about a different boy?
I'll say this much. If each song is about a different boy, she's running through them, because her last album was written at the age of 17, and that's like 8 songs about 8 different boys. Dang. Good for her.
I feel like somebody needs to just take her aside and just have a quick chat with her and be like,
Yeah,
"Look,
like, hey,
No, she's doing
it's
there
gonna
are
be
doing
okay.
great.
guys out there."
She's doing great.
Yeah,
Keep
well, I
doing
mean,
what
as long
you're
as it
doing.
keeps producing the music that I want to listen
So-
to. Like,
Mob, a lot of ladies' dreams is to go see Taylor Swift. Like, I know Taylor Swift is in KC this weekend, and it shut down a highway. I want to see Olivia Rodrigo with you, and Kenny, you can come too.
well, I was actually just about to extend an invite.
Guess I'll just stay home.
Or I'll go to Tom. Are you and Olivia Rodrigo last?
Yeah,
Oh, well then
Right.
let's have a corporate retreat.
we've got
Yeah.
her first record on vinyl.
Guys,
Oh.
come on down to Austin
Have a corporate
when
retreat
she
to her
tours. Let's go
concert.
see Olivia Rodrigo.
probably
Or I
be
guess I could come to
touring
Kansas City.
Next year,
Yeah,
when after the album drops.
we'll probably have to take our wives, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
Laura would be
gosh,
furious
dang
if
it.
I didn't take her.
Well,
Yeah.
what if we just get them 4 different seats?
Oh, that's perfect.
That'd be great because I'd
Look,
like to
that-
normalize men in their 30s going to Olivia
Yeah.
Rodrigo's concerts
yeah,
together.
Like we don't need chaperones.
We
Saying
don't
that
need
out loud
guys
made
in
me
our
rethink
30s
the
going to see
whole
Olivia
thing
Rodrigo.
a little bit.
Especially if
Well,
you two
I
still
did-
have your stashes. Yeah, let's do
I
it.
did have a
to shave.
conversation with my wife. I said, "Look, if you want to go see Olivia Rodrigo, you have to take me with you. I'm
Yeah.
going." And she did mention something very similar. She was like, it might be kind of weird for us to go, being the age that we're at. I said,
No,
it's fine.
no.
Don't worry about it.
I don't care.
Let people like
cool.
what they like. That's what I say.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless what you
Also,
like is
fidget
stupid, then
spinners.
Whoa, what year is this? 2015.
Found it while I was moving. They
Congratulations.
exist. Yeah,
I
thank
think I
you.
got a fidget spinner around here somewhere.
I
I'll
think I
have to
got
check.
one somewhere too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Mob, I'm really glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations on relocating and the move. And now I like your office and your lights. Congratulations on your floor lamps. It's good to see you. All right. Moving on. Let's go to the guy with the same exact lighting situation, just a little bit different lamps. Mr.
Yeah,
Kevin.
I
Kevin,
should
how are you?
change the one over there to be a little more blue. Then we'd be the same. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Cool. Well, let me ask you this. What are you big
Mhm.
on?
I'm big on everything I hated for so long, and that is being a coffee snob. Unfortunately, I about, I don't know how long it's been, 2 months ago maybe, bought a kind of ludicrously priced espresso machine for my home, and it's ruined all other coffee for me. I basically can't even drink coffee from like some of the coffee shops in Columbia because like this isn't as good as what I would make at home, and why would I buy this?
Wow.
So it's a problem, honestly. I'm drinking like a lot of coffee per day, especially I work from home a couple days a week. The other day I had like probably 4 lattes in a day, and I was just like, that's so much
That's
milk.
too many lattes.
That would destroy my body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not the coffee intake I'm worried
It's the
about. It's
milk.
the milk.
It's
Yeah,
all
so
that
I
steamed
would be my
milk.
concern too.
Well, so I usually try to do like, if I have a latte, and I want more, I'll do like Americano. But
Man.
lately it's been like iced latte o'clock because it's been so hot, and I've just been letting them rip. And I was like, why am I gassy? I'm like, oh, I had probably had half a gallon of milk today.
Yeah, I would have to
So-
like put that thing in my bathroom if I was just
I mean,
chugging all
it's-
those lattes.
I think it's worth it. My wife might say differently because I probably accidentally been Dutch ovening her at night lately just because farting it up. But yeah, I made fun of one of our friends for a long time about his coffee snobbery, and I'm not going to apologize to him, but I will say I understand it now. I do understand it now. No, I will never apologize, but I get
I'll
it.
tell you what I keep it to 1.5 of these a day essentially of coffee, and I usually have it all drank by like 10 o'clock in the morning. And I can't put anything in it. It's got to be black. But here's what I do: I buy the Lavazza espresso beans, and I grind those into my like regular just coffee maker, and it's
Nice.
It's the best.
Well,
absolutely.
So what I've done is I bought a separate grinder for decaf. So I'll have decaf lattes or
Smart.
decaf flat whites in the afternoon. And it's like, another vehicle for more dairy. So
yes, it's all of this is
flatulent as
just
of late.
yeah. It all just
So-
serves as a vessel to get dairy.
shout
into
out to
your body.
our mutual friend who I gave grief for probably a decade.
But don't
Again, no
apologize.
apology. I'm not apologizing.
apologize.
I'm just
Good.
empathizing.
I'll never consider that.
I will
good.
never consider that.
Well, Kevin, I'm really glad you're here. It's good to see you. And then, of course, we got our good friend, Mr. Tom Bragg. Tom, how are you?
Hello, I am swell.
Good. What are you big on?
I am big on 2
Hello.
television shows right now.
2.
2 of them, and let me tell you,
You watching them
this first one you guys are
simultaneously?
really gonna. Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Actually,
sorry.
I've got like 4 I'm doing simultaneously, but I've got 2 I
damn.
want to talk about.
Okay.
So Laura and I we like to have shows to watch together. That's one of our hobbies. and we just finished Barry a couple weeks ago, and we started
Batty.
and so she pulled up her list that she's been making of like shows she wants to start watching.
Oh.
And last night we started watching The Wire. You know, just only 20 years too late, but we watched the first episode, and we're into it.
It's so good.
I love it. It's just like a good old-fashioned hard-boiled cop drama. You know, I love Dominic West's Major. It's like there's a scene where Dominic West gets called into his office, and his boss is just standing there with like the double bird saying, "McNulty, both of these are for you." And it was just awesome.
And, it was a different time.
Yeah. Laura kept commenting on how much of a hostile work environment it was. That's just being a cop, baby.
Yeah, that's just
also, we thought it was hilarious that like they didn't have computers or knew how to use them. But I think that's just the issue of.
I'm not sure they know how to use them today, but
that's how you would work in an office in 2002. You don't need a computer. You like write something down, and then you have that tube system, and you just and then it goes. That's an email.
Like at a bank.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is when you see a really successful, wealthy person that's, you know, in their 70s, probably. You just like, you'll see a photo shoot of their desk and there's nothing on it. No, it's just like stacks of paper. And it's like, you're still operating like this is the 80s and you have a side tray for cocaine only. Yeah. Like Trump.
Yes.
And that guy doesn't know how to use a computer at all.
Just started watching The Wire. I'm into it. Love cop dramas.
What are the other shows you're?
Yeah, didn't you say
other
what's
show?
the
simultaneous?
So the other show I'm really big on. It's brand new. It's on Apple TV, which you know we've talked about many times. How Apple TV is like really just killing it in the TV game right now.
Are you getting a double dose of Idris?
Yes, I've been watching Hijack, and it is awesome.
Really?
Wow.
I love it. It's like I was watching. There's only 3 episodes right now. I didn't realize how new it was, and so now I'm all caught up, and I'm really frustrated by it.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
But I watched this episode last night, and I was just like so tense because it's just so enthralling, and it's not like I don't know. It's just like an old style thriller. It reminds me a lot of Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes. If you guys ever saw that movie. Except I went on
the
murky moral areas.
I was going to say, I went on the Passenger 57 ride at Paramount's Kings Island, and then I realized, nope, that's the drop zone ride, you idiot. So I don't know if you guys know this, but in Ohio, there is a theme park called Paramount Kings Island, and it's a Paramount's theme park. And it's their only theme park, and it's in Ohio. So there's a bunch of Paramount-themed rides.
Yeah, you know, I haven't been to Ohio in a minute.
I knew about Kings Island having lived in Lexington, and Kings Island I think is like in
it's
near Cincinnati.
There's
one near Cincinnati. I had no idea it was Paramount. Maybe there's multiple.
Right. So so their claim to fame is they have the biggest or the only wooden roller coaster with a loop. And yeah, so that's why we saw it on like Travel Channel as a kid, and we decided to take a family vacation there.
Right.
So
as one does.
That's kind of a nice family vacation.
Said, hey,
such a
Paramount
such a nice thing to do.
Remember back in the day when a restaurant showed up on Diners, Dive-Ins, and Drives or something, and you'd go to the city you were vacationing in, and you'd look it up and see, was this on there? And that's how you picked where you were going to dinner that day. Or is that just my family?
That wasn't my family, unfortunately.
Typically, that never really happened.
Sounds awesome.
We weren't really the Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives kind of family.
We didn't have cable, so neither were we.
I married into one. I married into one.
How did you find out about it?
The internet, Kevin.
Yeah, hey, this is a good question. What age did everybody get cable? Because it was late for me. /cable/broadband internet.
Guys, I've always been privileged. I've always had cable.
Gosh dang.
Does basic cable count? Because that's what I grew up on. Because we couldn't get.
No, it doesn't count.
Of the hill.
I grew up on like 6 channels, bro.
Then I didn't get cable till senior year, and that's also when I got high-speed internet. Like I was done with dial-up.
Yeah, I was
senior
17.
year of high school.
It was the beginning of my senior year as well.
We got cable. We got cable when I think I was in 8th grade.
It was like my mom was fundamentally against it. Like this is why would we need this? We have dial-up right here. And then she'd like try and use the phone, and I would be instant messaging the night away, and then I'd be like, "This is why, mother."
Mother, do you still call her mother?
Sometimes I like to channel my inner Buster Bluth and
mother.
Army.
Hey, brother.
Putting me in something called Hero Squad.
Tom, glad you're here. Glad that you're big on 2 shows. I hope those continue to go well for you.
Wire, Hijack, go watch them. Also, Silo is really good. I do love Silo.
Silo's pretty decent. So yeah, I'll tell you what I'm big on. And like, I didn't come with a backup, so I'm just gonna use it again. Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, let's go.
So go check it out. I would play it for you if we didn't run into copyright issues. But guys, glad you're all here. Big day, big week for us. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 comes out this week.
Kenny, I heard a rumor.
Apparently, it's the greatest movie ever made. What's the rumor, Kevin?
I heard a rumor that some guy is taking off work to go see Mission Impossible.
So here's the thing.
Tuesday.
I heard that rumor too, but that is not true. That rumor is not true.
It's an untrue rumor.
No.
From what I hear is that person who was taking off work to go see it that Tuesday had to reschedule due to a conflict.
Boo.
So that person, who will remain nameless, is not taking off work early on Tuesday to go see it.
Bummer. I'm psyched for the next 2 weeks. We're getting Mission Impossible followed by Barbenheimer. It's going to be a good couple weeks.
It's going to be great.
But
with that, with that, we decided, hey, let's lean into it. Let's get some good old fashioned Tom Cruise content out. I know this. The Apple Boys got their podcast, and they got some Tom Cruise content coming that may or may not feature me and Kevin, but we're going to record today, and we're going to get this out before they get their episode out.
Guarantee you these episodes will not be similar in any way.
Yeah,
stylistically.
So here's the thing: if you're looking for just a real classy movie discussion about Tom Cruise, definitely check out Do You Like Apple's podcast. If you want a podcast where yes, we are going to rank Tom Cruise movies, but we're going to be very, very inappropriate the entire time, listen to our podcast. And it sounds like, I mean, if you're listening to this, you already are, so you know what you're in for. But today we're going to do a Tom Cruise tier list. We're going to rank every movie that Tom Cruise has ever been in. I think. I didn't double check this list, but I think it's going to be pretty solid.
Is Night and Day on there?
Yes, Night and Day is on here. Yeah. Good. So we're going to rank them. And here we go. Let's get the tier list on the stream. There it is. You see it now. So here are our categories. We have best, followed by good, followed by neutral, followed by bad, followed by awful, followed by worst, followed by never seen. I feel like, so I'll be honest, I did not make this tier list. It was one that I just kind of
It's a lot of categories.
A lot of categories. I'm thinking we need to remove some of these.
I don't know. I'm not against it. Let's see where the wind takes us first.
Okay.
If we need to adjust, we'll adjust.
Yeah, if we need to adjust. We tend to make up new categories and rename tiers on the fly because, we're not very professional. But we're going to go ahead and get into this, and we're going to tier list some Tom Cruise movies. Guys, do you have any questions about how we do this?
Don't think so.
I think we've done this before, if I remember.
Yeah, we've done it several times. We've done it several times. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go ahead and we'll just start at the top with Night and Day. Night and Day. Here it is. Where would you put Night and Day? You would put
I've never seen it, but I bet it's bad.
I'm going to go awful because I have seen it, and it was what I'd call awful.
Pretty awful.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I'll just put it in awful. All right.
Bing, bang, boom. We're flying.
Okay, cool. Let's go to Rain Man. Okay, so
we might have some split opinion on this already.
Right. I love Rain Man.
I just saw it for the first time a few months ago. I actually really loved it.
Okay. So there on the Apple podcast, there was some definitely some people really hating on it. And that one of the people that was hating on it might be in this podcast today too.
Oh,
I mean, we can all agree it has not aged well, yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know if Dustin Hoffman's portrayal is like probably the most appropriate thing for 2023, the age we're living in. I'd
Maybe
call
not.
it good because yes, it did win Best Picture, and yes, it did win Best Actor, and yes, it did win Best Screenplay, and yes, it did win Best Production. It won like 6 Oscars or something. So okay, yeah, I admit probably a decent movie.
I would put it on. I would say good. I would lean best because of the soundtrack.
I'm sticking with good because I
can live with good.
Yeah,
Good.
The best part about the movie, and pardon my French, is when they're like break down in the car or something, and Tom Cruise, I'm stuck in Bumblefuck, Missouri, and I was just like, hey, I live
That's
there.
where I live.
Yeah,
Same.
hey, I know about
Same,
that,
bro.
Relatable movie.
Very relatable for all you guys who live in
Hey.
Missouri.
Hey, Mob.
Yeah.
You do a great Dustin Hoffman Rain Man impression. Why don't you break that out for us?
No, I do not.
See, I know you got your toothpicks and they fell on the floor, and just go ahead.
I'll do that if you do your Simple Jack.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm not looking to get flagged
Touche.
on YouTube for this.
Look, we're talking Tom Cruise movies.
That's true. That's a good point. Is that one on here? Is Tropic
Better
Thunder
be.
on
Thunder,
here?
yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Best.
Best.
I would say best.
And especially for his performance.
Yeah. I mean,
He's
if
fantastic in it.
I don't, yeah, this is a little bit of an oxymoron because we're talking about how things age, but I'm going best here again.
Yeah, there's definitely some content in this film that probably wouldn't make this
even
movie
for the time it
today.
came out, it wasn't like appropriate.
It wasn't received
Right.
well.
It was all about the satire.
Correct.
Right.
Whereas
right.
Rain Man just like it naturally has aged poorly, I guess. I don't know. With like it had all the best intentions. Whereas Tropic Thunder had zero good intentions except for comedy.
That's true. That's true. Like, yeah, definitely Rain Man is the type of movie that wouldn't get made today simply because like back then it's like, oh yeah, this is something we can take seriously and it's fine. And now it's like, okay, maybe we don't have somebody play that role. I don't know.
Wasn't Tropic Thunder kind of making fun of like the Rain Man type role?
I think
Robert
so.
Downey
Yes.
Jr. even like does that breakdown for Ben Stiller.
Yeah. So,
and I think he lists Rain Man as one of the examples.
All right. Lightning round. Mob, pick a movie.
The Firm.
Oh,
Ooh.
I love The Firm.
I love The Firm.
I love it. Firm.
Oh,
Where'd it go? There it is.
Right there.
I don't like
see
the
it,
word
I see it.
neutral. I like good, honestly.
Yeah.
But if it's a neutral, that's fine.
No, I'd call it good.
I would say good. It's hard to, yeah.
It's funny that The Firm and Rain Man are in the same category, but
Hey,
you know what? The Firm made way more money than Rain Man.
That's true. We do know that.
True. I don't know if it's true.
Actually, no, I don't think it did.
I don't think so.
We could
either,
ask the Apple
actually,
Boys.
but
They had all that
yeah.
data for us.
If you want to hear about domestic box office numbers, that's your podcast.
Remember when we used to do the box office numbers on this show?
Yeah.
Why?
Sure.
Why did I do that?
Who cared?
Yeah,
We
is
were
the
just
movie
trying to
good?
find our way.
Yeah.
and we did it in COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Worst
really
time to get
funny.
box office
Hey
numbers.
guys,
worst
this
box office
movie
returns.
made no money. Wonder why that is.
Rain Man made more money by about 20 million-ish.
It looks
Okay,
like
so-
Tenet is still on top for 7 weeks in a row.
And is the Crudes in there? Hopefully.
Yeah,
Crudes is in there.
Cruise is in there.
Cool.
Tom, pick a movie.
All right, let's go with A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going best if we're
Put
gonna.
that one.
You can't handle
I
the
put it-
truth.
I'd put it in best.
Yeah,
I'd put it
gotta
in
be.
best. It's real good.
Gotta be.
Yeah. Kevin, pick a movie.
Born on the 4th of July.
I'd say good, at least.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen it,
Oh,
so I'll defer
it's
to
not-
you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
it's not an enjoyable watch.
It's not
but
a
it is-
fun watch.
It is a very good movie. I would say one of Tom Cruise's better performances as a person.
Yeah. And then I'll round out the lightning round with Legend. Best.
Oh, Kenny.
Best.
I've actually never seen Legend, so I
doubt any of you have seen. Actually, I think I watched it with Tom once. I think
Yeah,
I forced
you and me
Tom to
watched
watch
it.
it. I said, Tom,
It
you're
was-
sit down, you watch this movie with me.
It was awful. I did not care for it.
I think that
look,
means it's got to go bad because Kenny's going to love it.
How about neutral? Can I get a neutral?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm pretty neutral to it because I haven't seen it.
There's two.
I know it's
scenes,
reputation.
One bad and one best. So I think we maybe put it in bad. I think
seems right.
Look, here's the thing. It's not a great movie, but there's some really, really great things about it that I like. And it visually, for the time it came out in, I think it's a beautiful movie. And I think Tim Curry's really good in it. But other than that, it's kind of a shitty movie. I get that. Okay, lightning round's over. Let's see. What do we got? What is this one right here? Can you tell what that is?
Zoom in. We got. Oh, that's it's so pixelated. I can't actually see it. I don't know.
Oh, maybe we'll come back to it. Let's do Interview with a Vampire.
I feel neutral on this movie.
It's been a very long time since I've seen it.
Yeah. I'm not against neutral.
I remember liking it a lot, but I also saw it in 8th grade, and it was like really late at night on like AMC. So, I feel like I would probably say neutral at this point because I bet it's one of those movies. If I go back and watch it, I'm going to be like, I don't think I like this movie.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong.
I'm cool with neutral.
Neutral, okay.
Yeah,
that first movie is Days of Thunder.
Days of.
That's what I thought it was. I've never seen Days of Thunder.
Neither have I.
I have not.
Tom, give us your.
So
neutral.
Put it at neutral. Yeah.
You make the call. All right, let's do every single Mission Impossible movie. One to Dead. Well, I guess Dead Reckoning isn't on here, but let's go Mission Impossible 1.
I think we gotta go best. Yeah.
Best.
Okay. How about Mission Impossible 2?
I'd say worst.
Bad.
I would say bad.
All right. Awful.
He's gonna go a whole 2 tiers above worst.
I revisited.
You guys remember The
year.
Kick? That's how bad that movie was.
But that's also the director's style. Just like these crazy, weird
styles.
And I would suck. Then I'd go awful.
It doesn't fit.
I don't think it's worse.
It doesn't fit the franchise, but I think if it was just like a standalone action movie, it wouldn't be worst.
All right.
So I would say bad.
I'm fine with awful
because it's not good.
We'll settle for awful, not worse.
All right, fine.
All right. Mission Impossible 3.
Good.
I would venture to say good. I think it's underrated.
Are we to the point where it's all going to be good or best?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
No, there's some shitty ones in there still.
After
Mission Impossibles?
Oh, Mission Impossible. Sorry, I'm really wrong.
Yeah.
I would say good. I would say good for Mission Impossible 3.
Because it really bounced good back from
range
2.
Here.
Yeah.
And then I'd venture to say Paula Patton is good. That's how I remember the difference between the last 3 movies. One's Paula Patton, 2 are Rebecca Ferguson. And that's the switch.
Ghost Protocol, I'd say, is good.
Where's the Ghost Protocol?
Yeah, I'd call that good as well.
That's Fallout.
Fallout's best.
Is that it?
Fallout and best.
To the right. To the right.
Oh,
right
here
there.
it is. Ghost Protocol. Yeah, I found it. So what did we say for Ghost?
I would say
good.
I'd say good.
And then I would say the remaining 2 best.
Rogue Nation and Fallout.
Yeah,
really good.
So freaking good.
Fallout is so much better than all the other ones, though, that I'm rethinking our structure a little bit. Like,
maybe we drop
Rogue
down.
Nation was really. Yeah, what if we drop down?
But I'm not neutral on
good
any
enough.
of them.
Yeah.
I think we leave it as is. I think it's fine. Okay. There's some. I mean, there's some. Really good movies. He's made some good movies.
Impossible do you guys think is the best one?
It's Fallout.
I think Fallout's the best. Some would say 1 probably.
Well, and that's my thing is I always have a hard time saying that the original is not the best in a series, but I think I got to admit Fallout's the best one.
Fallout rips, as we were.
Fallout's the only one I haven't seen.
I know. Kenny has not seen it. It's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
I know. Thank you, Mob. The car dealership reaction. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I plan on seeing it before Thursday when I go see Dead Reckoning.
Gonna have to might watch that reaction from Mob for later use. That was a good one.
Yeah. I might watch it today, but I also might fall asleep because I was up really late.
You're
Rocket League.
crazy for not seeing that one. I can't believe you. Dude.
It's one of those things where the timing just hasn't worked out yet, and I fully intend on seeing it, and I'm excited to see it. But
you made a mistake not seeing it on the big screen. That's what I'll say.
Well, 65 inch with
don't talk to me about surround Dolby whatever.
Dolby Atmos.
Don't talk to me about that, please.
Okay, whatever.
Please.
Okay. Well,
did you guys see This is totally random. Just thinking about big screen. Did you guys see the spool of the IMAX film for Oppenheimer? 11 miles long.
Yeah,
11 miles long.
Yeah,
that's insane. But I guess it's IMAX and it's a 3-hour movie. So
Amy was like, I actually want to see that. And then I told her it's 3 hours long. And she's like, oh.
Nah.
Never mind.
So she was trying to someone I was talking to the other day was like, yeah, I want to see both. I'm thinking I'm going to see Oppenheimer on Friday and Barbie on Saturday. Or no, reverse that. Sorry. Barbie on Friday and then Oppenheimer on Saturday. And I was like, you're clinically insane if you're going to see Oppenheimer second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get brought down before you get taken back up.
Yeah, you don't do that. Like, look, none of us have seen these movies yet, but we know for a fact.
But we know.
But like, just thinking about it, like, why would you start happy and then go into like a 3-hour marathon? You know,
I've been listening to a podcast series about the Manhattan Project, and let me tell you what,
nerd,
woof, you got to go bad before you get great.
You do the marathon, you run the 23 miles, and then you eat the ice cream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we've got our tickets. We're going Oppenheimer Friday, Barbie Saturday. That's the way you should do it.
That's what we're doing as well, I think.
All right, cool. I can't remember, just back continuing this conversation has nothing to do with Tom Cruise movies, but I can't remember another like movie weekend that like has been this anticipated in like 15 years.
Been a while. And then you add on the fact that Mission Impossible's 10 days beforehand. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
I feel like it's been a long time since we've had a blockbusters like this, especially multiple blockbusters that weren't comic book movies coming to the theaters like this.
Right. Well, not all original ideas, but like, you know, all non-MCU, DCU kind of movies, which it'll be great.
Very excited.
All right. Well, we got all the Mission Impossibles on the list. So let's go next to Jerry Maguire.
I don't think this will be a discussion. Good.
I like it.
Best?
I mean, it's best if you ask me.
It's my favorite Tom Cruise movie.
Then let's go best. That's totally cool. I just thought I was going to be.
Maguire. You look like an idiot right now.
Yeah, I freaking love Jerry Maguire.
Okay, cool. I didn't know.
Possibly my favorite.
I thought I was going to be the one that loved it and no one else did.
No, Mob looks like he's got something.
Mom's got feelings about it. I feel like.
Nope, I don't.
Have you seen it?
I don't. I have not.
You've never seen Jerry Maguire?
It's got to do with football. You got to watch Jerry Maguire.
I'll just say this too. You've had way more time to watch Jerry Maguire than I've had to watch.
This is true.
Yeah, but like also
I'm actually going to say Fallout's more unforgivable than Jerry Maguire.
Right, because it's part of a series that you claim to love.
I do love it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I would say I'm the biggest fan who's never seen Fallout.
Hey.
Possibly, yeah.
Cut it out.
Yeah. Is that a baby?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I might have to go attend to her.
Okay. That's fine.
This is really horrible timing.
All right. Well, it's okay. You go take care of that. That's more important than, I mean, it's more important than this. I did think about it for a second, but that's more important.
Yeah.
Can we?
Priorities in check. I'm going to mute you.
This isn't live, so maybe we can just cut this part out.
We're not.
No, this is part of it.
We got to keep but I'm going to hide you on stream. Go take care of your thing. I'll know when you're back. Okay.
Okay. Goodbye.
Go. All right. We got Tom hidden.
Now that he's gone, let's talk Vanilla Sky.
All right. Let's go Vanilla Sky.
I'm going to go bad. Awful.
Okay.
Bad.
I've never seen it.
I'm good with bad.
I don't think it's truly terrible.
Awful, but yeah, it's not night and day.
No, I agree with that. It was better than Night and Day.
Okay.
And we put Night and Day and awful, so that's what we've got to.
Well, basically they have three categories here that are all bad.
What's going to
bad, awful, worst? Yeah.
I mean,
I've got a
I've
couple
got
for worst.
I haven't. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get there.
Don't
I feel
you
very
worry about
strongly
that.
that one of them should be in worst.
Okay.
All right.
At least.
All right. How about Eyes Wide Shut?
What is it? Kenny loves this.
I think it's a great movie, but
I'm neutral on it.
We had a conversation about this on the Apple podcast, which will come out. If it's not out yet, it'll be out soon, where we drafted Tom Cruise movies. And I told the story about how I like watched Eyes Wide Shut when my wife was out of town, and I ordered like Papa John's. And like in retrospect, kind of a really weird,
Kind of a creepy move on Kenny's part. Yeah,
I kind of wish I didn't share
greasy
that.
night with Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, kind of really weird. But it happened.
Did you know
and it's
what
out
you were in
there.
for when you did that?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had an idea.
You should have lied there, man.
But I was like, I've never seen it, and it's
it's good to not watch that with your wife though, because it ruined marriages within the movie. So I think we're good there. I'll say good. I'm gonna go good, despite
I would for sure say good. Yeah,
not loving the movie, but it's definitely one of those. I don't know if I'd say iconic, but approaching iconic just based on the director and the weird performances and everything. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm good with good.
I agree. I'm good with good too. How about War of the Worlds?
Okay. People didn't like this movie. I'm neutral on it, to be honest.
I've never
Some
seen
people
it.
will probably say bad.
I saw it in theaters, and the fire alarm didn't go off during this one. That was Talladega Nights. I saw this one, and I really had to pee during it.
Yes.
It was meh.
Okay.
The movie.
So
if you want to go,
the movie was meh.
If you want to go bad, I'm fine with that too. I would say neutral, because I don't think it's.
Okay, let's go bad.
I probably okay. Yeah, okay.
It's not good.
Billy Rock, though, apparently big fan.
He loves it. Yeah. Well, okay. To be fair to that draft, we were drafting specifically Tom Cruise performances, not the movie.
That's fair. That's a very good point.
That changes a lot of things, I think. And
it does.
Retrospect.
Right. Cool. Well, how about
Magnolias?
Magnolia. Let's go for it.
I've never seen it.
I would say good as well. I'd say it just a tick below Jerry Maguire and some of the best Mission Impossibles.
I mean, we talked about this on the Apple podcast too, where it's essentially it's an ensemble movie. So yes, it does have a pretty iconic Tom Cruise performance, but there's a lot of other stuff going on in it, and it's just Paul Thomas Anderson. So yeah, it's a good movie. Taps, never seen it.
Never seen it.
Yeah, never seen it.
All right.
Couldn't even really tell you what it's about.
Yeah, me neither. Minority Report?
I'm going good. Very solid movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Don't love it, but better than neutral for sure.
What is this one? I can't tell what this
Is
one
that
is.
The Last Samurai?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I would say
I'm going bad.
Oh, really?
I didn't love
that movie.
It's been 20 years since I've seen it, so
it's not good, Kenny. And I don't know how well it holds up culturally.
It doesn't hold. It didn't hold up culturally then.
Okay,
I would say bad is acceptable. I don't know if awful. It's better than Night and Day.
Like, okay. Here's the thing.
Bad.
It's an enjoyable watch if you take away the fact that it's a white man coming out on top of this culture of other people. Like that's what makes me cringe about it. And I think I was like, when it came out, when it came out, I was even like, this doesn't feel right.
Is this okay?
I did not have that thought when I was that age and it came out.
I remember thinking like, this feels a little odd.
This seems not okay.
I was like, the sword fights are cool.
See, that's the action's nice. The battle scene is very cool. But yeah, the subject matter is like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Made me feel
the classic. I wouldn't say Green Book because it's not nearly as quote good as Green Book, but it's a classic white savior complex going on there.
What about Collateral?
Best.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not having to think about that twice.
So
It's
good.
So maybe his most underrated performance / movie. It's so dang good.
It's so good.
So good.
Let's talk about. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say everything about it is different for Tom Cruise. I think he's not normally the bad guy.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Definitely a villain. Was this Jamie Foxx's like first pop on screen?
I mean, I think he won an Oscar for Ray like the year before.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know if it was before or after.
So this was like
scratch that from the record.
Jamie Foxx years.
Yeah. That was like Gold Digger was probably like the next year.
Yeah, a couple years after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lions for Lambs.
I have not seen it.
I have seen it, and I thought it was bad.
All right.
I will.
So
I concur.
Sounds like it is.
Yeah, just a bad movie title.
All right. Well, let's delve deep into Tom Cruise's juicy ass with Valkyrie.
It's the worst. So it's absolutely the worst.
Ooh, okay, here's what I'll say. I'm a sucker for these kinds of movies. I love
a good juicy ass.
A good juicy ass. Don't clip that, please.
Too late.
Don't call me the bottom boy for nothing.
Call yourself butt soup sometimes.
Butt soup.
Oh my gosh, this movie sucks.
Where was I? Okay, I will accept. I was going to say bad, but if you think it's truly the worst, I'll go awful.
You're pretty opinionated on it.
I just like. I cannot get past the fact that they're like, all right, we're going to be in Germany.
There's no way it's worse than Night and Day.
Then move Night and Day. I just like I can't get past the fact that they're like we're gonna start it out in German and then we're gonna dub it into English and everyone else is gonna have German accents, but Tom Cruise, you stay American.
Yeah, it's not great.
I cannot get past that.
All right. I accept.
I think that's a really good point.
I kind of enjoyed myself watching it, but that's beside the point. So
yeah,
I just like I'm a sucker for World War II. So
but it's like a bad World War II movie.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I understand what we're saying here.
Gotcha.
I accept.
Right. Well, let's go Outsiders.
Ooh. I'll go neutral.
I would say good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's not really known for
Tom
being
Cruise isn't super in it.
Yeah, movie, but he is in it.
But are we Apple Boysing it and doing the performance, or are we doing the movie?
I think we're talking the movie.
So we're just talking movies, man. That's all we want to do.
Movie. We're not that sophisticated here, so
yeah,
I'm
really
with good. I think part of it that brought it down for me is that I saw it. We read the book in like middle school, and then we watched the movie after. And anytime anything's associated with school for me, I'm just not going to love it that much.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I just think 8th grade English when I think Outsiders.
Yeah, not fun. I don't like thinking about school.
Me neither.
Yeah,
sucks
part
to
of
be
my
in
life
school.
Is over, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Tom. Rock of Ages.
I haven't seen it, but I want to.
I also would put it in worse.
Yeah, I was gonna say haven't seen it. Seems terrible.
Just the concept of it, seems like the worst.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Total agreement with the fellas.
Jack Reacher.
I love Jack Reacher. Help me.
I would put neutral. I didn't really care either way. It wasn't bad, but I also
as long as you're not expecting anything other than just like a good violent movie. Like I think it's definitely not a John Wick or an Equalizer, even though that's kind of what it wants to be. I love the Equalizer because I love Denzel. I'm not putting it in the tier of John Wick. I think it's better than Jack Reacher.
Yes.
Yeah. First one.
Jack Reacher was just fine. At least the first one.
It was
it was
a perfect
just fine.
airplane movie.
I had no desire to see the second one, and I didn't see the second one.
I saw the second one, and it was bad.
Okay, well, let's just put Jack Reacher 2 in bad, just to make it easy.
I would even say awful.
Awful.
It's not as bad as It's bad. It's bad.
Okay,
it's bad.
When you see me doing this,
yeah. I was like, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, so the next movie on the list is Oblivion. I may be in the movie here, but I liked it.
I really liked it.
It didn't get good reviews, and it didn't really do much at the box office. But I liked it.
Okay, part of it's the soundtrack. The soundtrack rules.
M83 had a big part in making.
It's a really just good
for me.
atmospheric chill movie that you can just watch on a Saturday afternoon and not have to pay too close attention to. So I would put it in good, but I think it's actually a neutral. For being honest,
I would put it in good also, but I think that's us being our personal opinion. So I think Mob needs to make the decision.
Yeah,
I don't want to make the decision.
I'll
put it in neutral is where
I think neutral is the correct place, even though I liked it more than I should have probably.
I think I'm in the same boat. I think I liked it more than I should have also.
It just personally speaks to me, but I understand that it wasn't critically received well.
Yeah.
All right.
Edge of Tomorrow, Live Die Repeat, or is it Live Die Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow?
If it's not best, I'm ready to fight.
It's 100% best. Kenny, have you seen it yet?
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Oh God, dude, it's so freaking good.
It's
my favorite Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think like I said on the Apple Boys podcast, I think I've seen this Tom Cruise movie more than any other Tom Cruise movie.
I for sure have.
Fair enough.
I can watch it. Like
very, very rewatchable, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I think what I liked so much about it was such a shock. Like that I liked it so much and that it was so good.
And it's a thinker afterwards. And this is where I fell in love with Emily Blunt. I'm not afraid to say it.
There you go. Hey, thanks for being honest, man.
And apparently there's maybe a second one coming, which I didn't realize.
It's rumored.
Yeah.
The rumors are out there.
It's interesting.
Okay.
Which I don't know how they do that. But I'd be cool.
The next movie we got on the list is a movie that I personally feel like should have never been made because there already is a perfect version of this movie starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. But The Mummy.
Preach. It's so weird.
Worst.
Yeah.
I'd say awful or worst, depending.
It's just so weird that they took such a successful franchise and said, let's redo it with like a massive movie star.
It didn't make sense. It really didn't.
And it's not, they didn't redo it, but like restart it. And it's just,
it
was
guess
in poor taste.
Yeah.
What year was that? Was that like
2018, I think?
18?
I think I was still in Missouri when that movie came out.
That's one of, that's probably his most recent bust, I would say, right? Well, he's really only done Mission Impossible since then. So
and Top Gun Maverick, which is his biggest,
which is the most successful movie of all time. Yeah. So
yeah,
not his best. Not his best.
Yeah. And then we've got American Made, which kind of flew under the radar, but I would really say liked
good. I thought
that
it was a
one
very
came
good
out
movie.
after Mummy.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was solid. I loved American
That one
Made.
didn't get the acclaim that I thought it should have as well.
Right. And he's actually pretty good in it and does an accent, which is like, that's a big deal for Tom Cruise to do an accent.
Yeah. Maybe he learned from Valkyrie that he should try a little bit.
Ugh.
I can't tell what this movie is. Can you guys tell what this is?
Is that a leg? What is that?
I think it's a leg. It's not Risky Business.
It's a car and a leg.
It says losing it on it.
It's going to never seen. We're not even.
I've never seen it. Whatever it is.
All right. Top Gun Maverick.
Best.
100%.
Best.
We don't even really need to talk
about
it.
Best.
Yeah.
And then what's this one?
That
Again,
is All the Right Moves.
All the right moves for sure.
I've never seen it.
I'm a sucker for a sports movie. This is Tom Cruise's really only sports movie.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, but he's not the one playing the sport.
He's not the sporter. He's the sportee.
I think that's probably a nostalgic like for some of the old heads. I'm not that. I'd say bad or neutral.
I'd go neutral. I don't have an opinion on it.
I don't either.
Like if we're talking Bill Simmons, he'd probably freak out and love this movie, but
Bill Simmons come at us. How about that?
Sorry, Bill.
Yeah. Okay. Risky Business. I'd say good at least.
Yeah, good. Some people that know more about movies might argue best, but that ain't us. So
right.
I'm going good as well.
Yeah, I'd say good.
The subject matter was shocking to me when I watched it for the first time because all I knew about it was the underwear scene.
Yeah, I just thought this was a movie where he dances to Bob Seger the whole time. I didn't realize that's what this.
Well, I didn't.
About.
I thought I knew he was like a high schooler, and I didn't know exactly the business he would be running when his. It caught me off guard. I didn't think brothel was going to be in the movie. So
no,
here
brothel's in play. Yeah. And then we have the original Top Gun, which I would also put in good or neutral. I would actually probably lean towards neutral, which is probably pretty offensive to some people.
I would say neutral. I think it's been over.
You think that's offensive? I think it's awful.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good movie.
I think it's been propped up by
nostalgia.
I think
it was one of the. I think it was one of the first movies a lot of people watched with their mom or dad or something because their parents loved it because it had such this 80s vibe. And then you grew up and you watched it again and you're like, oh, I love it because of that. But like me, I first saw it when I was in college. Everyone's like, this is the best movie ever. I'm watching it and I'm like, this is crap.
Yeah,
with Mob here.
It's really not that good.
I'm thinking,
but
bad.
I don't want to put it in bad or.
It's not as bad as MI2. I want to go bad. Because when
that's fine. Let's just be honest with ourselves. None of us like it. None of us thinks it's good. Let's put it in.
We're not trying to please.
Tom would probably be mad.
Tom would have a conniption fit here. He would probably want to put it in best. But
like, watch Top Gun Maverick, then watch Top Gun, and tell me that it's good.
Maybe if Tom shows back up, we'll let him do the final review and see if he gets upset about anywhere that we place movies. So, okay, only 4 left. Color of Money.
I'd say good.
Yeah.
It's kind of a default Tom Cruise performance in a good way, and it's Scorsese and what's not to love / really like. So
yeah, I think good's a good place to put it. Cocktail. I think this is kind of the same vein as Top Gun.
I've not seen it.
You never seen it?
No.
Where it's
not a good movie.
It's nostalgia, and people like it for nostalgia reasons, but I don't think it's that good of a movie.
Yeah, I'd agree.
All right. I'm good. And then we've got Far and Away.
I have not seen it.
Again, not seen it.
Seen it either.
What is the subject matter of the movie?
Land in eminent domain in Oklahoma. Like, I know it's like something to do with that because they showed it and hit like that clip where they're like claiming land in Oklahoma.
So that was
a class in high school.
A young Irish couple
bait that didn't work. Probably
a young Irish couple flee to the States, but subsequently struggle to obtain and land and prosper freely.
Nicole Kidman's in it, right?
Correct. I wonder if Tom has to do an Irish accent. I bet he doesn't.
He probably didn't.
So, yeah, okay. Nicole Kidman was in that. She was in Days of Thunder, and then she's also in Eyes Wide Shut. I never like put that together. They've been in 3 movies together. That's pretty wild.
Weren't they married at one point?
They were married. Yes, that is correct.
Were they married during Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah. Ooh. And then they didn't last much longer after that.
Yeah,
was it the movie?
Their marriage.
Maybe.
I like to think it was.
There's only one movie left, and I don't know what it is. I can't tell what it is. I don't think that's Tom Cruise in the. I think it's Brooke Shields and Matt Dillon. But I don't know.
Love.
I don't know what that movie is.
It is his first movie ever.
Oh,
never seen it.
Never seen it.
My endless love. That's the only thing I think about is the scene in Happy Gilmore where they play that song. But
that's such a.
I digress.
That's such a dated movie just based on the fact that it's Matt Dillon and Brooke Shields.
It's not Matt Dillon. It's Martin Hewitt.
Oh,
sorry.
It looks like Matt Dillon.
Know your movies.
It looks like the.
I know
face of
so
Matt
much
Dillon.
about Endless Love.
Yeah, he's a big Endless Love guy.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. There's our tier list.
You know what I like about this tier list?
Go for it.
That MI2 is in its class of its own.
There's just a lot of categories. Well, we'll get this posted on Cork Bats and social media. You can agree with us or disagree with us. I feel like we're going to hear from the Apple Boys about some of this.
Yeah. What do we think will tick the people off the most here? Top Gun, possibly.
Top Gun and bad is probably going to make people upset.
Oblivion and neutral, probably people won't like.
I mean, it's neutral, though, so you can't really get mad at it.
I think
a lot
some
of
people are
really
going to get
disliked
mad
it.
about like some of the movies we put at good and then putting like what we ranked best over some of the movies we put in good.
Right. We
I
put
think that's
Tropic
what people-
Thunder over
Tropic Thunder will probably ruffle some
Born on the
feathers.
4th of
Yeah.
July in the firm.
But
Yeah.
hey,
Hey, look, we're bad boys. What do you expect? We're the bad boys of the movie podcasting world. What can you say?
what I'll say about
you know?
Born on 4th of July is that the subject matter is such that I couldn't put it in best just because it was such a gut punch. It's just like I can't enjoy it that much, you know. While I recognize it was a really good movie and a great performance by Tommy, it just hurt a lot.
Sure. Well, yeah. So that's it. We'll get everything posted. You can clap back at us on social media. We're at CineBoiz on Twitter and Instagram, and that's really going to bring us to the end of the day. I'm so sad Tom never joined us again. He's going to come back and see that we're done. Yeah, I think everything's fine.
That's that baby life for you.
Babies just cry, dude. I mean, I don't have one. I don't have kids, but I just know they cry. So
I've heard.
Yeah, you just got to take care of it. But yeah, again, we are the CineBoiz, part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network. Be sure to listen, rate, review, subscribe. That goes a long way for us. We really appreciate it. And go see Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1. Actually, watch Fallout first, because I know most people haven't seen it. And then go see Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning this week. So I'm very excited for a big Mission Impossible week. And then yeah. It's going to be wild. It's going to be a real crazy good time.
My expectations are too high.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does have a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is I think the highest I've ever seen a live action movie that isn't like a A24 movie.
It's going to be hard to top Fallout for me because the whole time I was watching Fallout in the theater, I was just like, I can't believe how good this is.
Yeah.
Every new scene, I was like, man, this rules. And we get Haley Atwell in this one too. It's gonna be awesome.
I feel like they're gonna use her more and better than the entire time she was in the MCU. I feel like they're just real smart.
She kind of got the shaft in the MCU because I thought her character was really good in that show she was in.
Agent Carter.
Agent Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Undersold. The fact that I think that was on ABC really a bummer for it. And yeah, I like her. She's a good actress. That's
guys,
what we'll say about her.
Yeah. Well, we'll wrap it up for the day.
Chris Evans, overrated. That's my
overrated
final take of the day.
Guys, it's been wonderful to see you. And you got anything else you need to get off your chest before we leave?
Fire Mo.
Yeah,
Fire
dude.
Mo.
Fire
heard it here first.
Bow ties stink.
All right. Well, bye, guys.